look good in our homes as well. Now, Jen Hovich is here. She's our Cella representative, and she's going to talk to us about these carts. But before we get there, who is Cella?
Cella is our private label here at QVC. You're only going to see it here. And in fact, we developed this based on customer requests. We heard from you. We know what you want and what you want to see and how you want to organize in your home. Starting in the kitchen, we have some brilliant ideas, including this 3-tier cart, because it also can be positioned in 3 different manners.
Well, it can be reconfigured in lots of different ways. Now, we have 3 colorways. We'll start there. We're going to begin with this black. We also have it in the white linen.
Yes.
And the glacier gray.
That's right.
Now, it can be straight up and down the way you see here.
Yes, it can. It can be completely vertical, which I'm going to actually show this to you on the white because I think you're going to be able to see it better. You can leave it vertical if you would like, but as I pivot this over to the side, I want you to notice there are 2 locking nuts on this. So we have one on this side, which I'm going to unscrew, and one on the other side in the exact same position. Now you can stagger this, which, oh, I'm so sorry. It would be helpful if I unscrewed it all the way. So you can completely unstagger this and then create a 3-tiered system. And what you're going to do is once you get it there, now you're going to screw that locking nut back in, and now it will stay in this position if you want them to be a staggered tier system. However, if you want to reposition it yet again, it will now go horizontal, and all we ask is that again that you then screw in those locking nuts so they stay in place, and then you can load it up however you would like.
Now, the directions may say the wheels on the bottom are called casters. That's a fancy word for wheels. If you are looking to add the wheels to the bottom, it just makes this more moldable, yes?
Yes, it does. And we actually give you 2 locking casters as well. So once you find that proper position that's going to work for you, then you can go ahead and lock those wheels into place. And notice that all I did was unscrew that locking nut right there, and now I can reposition this. So you're going to see one on both sides, and now I can completely reposition this. Again, I would just lock it into that position if I want to leave it on a 3-tiered system. Staggered, or I can put it straight up and down as you see here vertically, and then I want to lock that into place again. This is all about making things in our home more accessible to us, right, David? So right here next to you, we have, think about taking this outside onto the patio. You have a birthday party scenario for the little kids, right? So we have our juice boxes, all of our salty snacks, our cookies, our roar, but then we also have some fruit on the side there and cupcakes. Imagine taking this outside. Kids are having a water balloon fight, water gun fight, and then they're ready for a snack. It's easy, it keeps the mess outside, but it looks so fun and entertaining.
Maybe they're having that ninja slushie.
That's right, exactly.
Now, if you are thinking about carrying or rolling this down to the neighborhood block party.
Yes.
Could be perfect for that.
Yes.
I love it back here for a baking station or an extra kitchen pantry area.
Think about all of the extra items that we have. Maybe it's all of your temptations. You want to find somewhere to put everything. You can absolutely stack it up here. What we do recommend is that you make the bottom tier and that middle tier, if you're going to really put heavy items on it, that's the 2 positions that it goes in. You can still put 10 pounds on the top there if it's in the staggered or the vertical position. But I do love you want to put all of your baking goods right there, your mixing bowls, all of your extra items. You can do that right here. This could be somewhat of a baker's rack even if you want, but keep in mind it does have that handle on the back, and it makes it even more mobile because you have those 4 rolling casters with 2 locking wheels. David, if I can also show you over here, a bar cart.
A bar cart by the fridge.
So think of this. You maybe are moving you're downsizing, maybe you live in an apartment and you're minimum on space. You still have the option to have a bar cart. And because we give you the mobility with those wheels, you can decide how you want to use this. Put your wine glasses, your wine bottles, all of those heavier items on the bottom, and then make it lighter as you go up. Ice bucket, have it ready to go for your next party. It looks great. It can be, where you put everything on. And then when you're done with it, you can wheel it right away. I also like this, David, for the office. Where are you putting your extra office supplies?
Sure.
You need it out.
Or by the printer.
Yes, exactly. All those extra papers. Yes.
A lot of us have small spaces, but we have underutilized spaces.
That's right.
And we have corners and we have areas that need to be filled with the right size stuff. And I use the word stuff purposely, because this works out really nicely. Maybe you're using it as a kitchen cart. Maybe you're using it as a barbecue cart. You're taking it out to the barbecue with all the things that you're going to be grilling outside. Perfect. Because now all your condiments, everything has its place, right?
Yes, exactly. And look at how easy it is to reposition. Again, you can keep it vertical, you can stagger it, or put it horizontal like you see there. Create your own, planting station, if you will. You want to put some plants on here. Because it has that powder-coated steel finish, it's really nice, beautiful. This is even great in the bathroom as well. You don't have to worry about any rust or corrosion. Even if a little water gets on it, it wipes clean. Very, very easy. But, those I keep saying this, those 4 rotating wheels, 360 degree, nice and easy. Notice I'm able to do this with one hand, but the 2 locking casters make this brilliant. You can see those right there on the back. I love too, David, that it's easy to reposition. I do not have it locked right now, so if I want to go ahead and reposition this, I can. I'm just simply going to take those locking nuts and screw those back in so they are fully locked and they'll stay in this position.
I was thinking, now it's been a little while since you've had to worry about this, but I was thinking this as a baby's nursery station.
Yes.
For things like baby supplies and disposable diapers, and maybe you've got a diaper service, and you've got regular diapers in there, regular cloth diapers, and then a way to have them taken away and cleaned. I'm not sure exactly how
absolutely.
That works. Now all this works out really nicely, and I think about this in a guest bedroom scenario.
Yes.
Where you're looking to put towels and scented soaps and things into a bathroom where you may not have room to store them. Now you have room.
Now you have room. I also want you to consider the laundry room. A lot of us have that space between the washer and dryer or on the side of the washer and dryer. Putting your extra detergents, putting those added, cleaning supplies or what have you. You can wheel this from room to room. It's so much easier than having to carry all of those items. So this way you give them a home, they can stay right there, and when you're done, you can just simply wheel this right back to the laundry room, the kitchen, the bathroom, wherever it is that it wants to live.
3 colorways for you to consider. This is called Glacier Gray. We have white linen and the very popular black. Don't forget your root vegetables. Potatoes, carrots, onions.
Yes, great point.
In a pantry area. Could be perfect. Miss Jen, thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Always good to see you, friend.